Would you like to have a personal reading by me? Right now, I'm offering 3 card readings for any question that you have. You can reach me at malady at gmail.com. I only ask that you offer a donation in exchange for the reading. So welcome back, friends. We're going to do a quick pick a card. Today's topic is going to be, can we reconcile? Right? Can we reconcile? All right. And the way I'm going to do it is, you have 4 choices here. You can pick a pattern. There's 1. Hold on, let me hold this up so you can actually see it. There's 1. There's 2. 3. And 4. Okay, and I'm going to actually just lay the cards down on here as I read. And I'm going to ask, how does your partner feel about you since the breakup? How do you feel about your partner since the breakup? What needs to change to come back together? If you get back together, what will it be like? And then 1 fortune cookie card, okay? And that's what we're going to do, all right? So, you have the opportunity right now to pick your 1 to 4 while I'm getting my decks together, which I should have did already, but sometimes I'm not on the ball. Today I've been having a pretty rough day emotionally, so all right, so let's move into group 1. There we go. Somebody was playing on my table. There's candle wax on my table, so excuse the appearance. All right. Okay, group 1s. Let's get right into it. First card. How does your partner feel about you since the breakup? Okay. Okay, so since the breakup, your partner realizes just how beautiful and important you are to them, okay? They see you as the ideal of femininity, strong, powerful, fertile, beautiful, and sexual, okay? Also, if you take a look, I always wonder, is that a scepter in her hand? Because it actually kind of looks like a key. There's a gateway behind her. So it kind of feels like they feel like possibly like you still have the key to their heart. All right. And let's see, what do you feel about your partner since the breakup? Ooh. Ooh. You're making me wonder if he wasn't mean during the relationship and not just after the breakup, okay? But, I mean, it could just be after the breakup. The King of Swords is very logical, mind over heart. He makes his decisions based off of logic alone. He's not the fuzzy, lovey-dovey kind. He's not the type to, be all in his emotions and tell you how he feels. As you can see, he's depicted in the snow because he's rather an ice king. What I do like about this is that it is somewhat of a pairing, because it's not like a page and an empress, It's an empress and a king, and an empress and a king will fit together, okay? But maybe he hasn't reached out to you the way maybe you wanted him to or expected him to after the breakup. That's what it's looking like to me, okay? The next card is, what will have to change before you could reconcile? What will have to change? Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands. What it says to me is that either one or both of you felt burdened in this relationship. That says to me that maybe things weren't balanced, okay? Maybe one of you felt like you were doing more work, or maybe one of you felt like you were doing more of the emotional legwork, or, than the other, or, maybe one was more attentive, or it could even, I mean, I don't see any infidelity in here, but it could be. Maybe one was more faithful than the other. What needs to change or also it could be that someone felt troubled and didn't feel like their partner helped out, okay, alleviated any of the stress for them. What would have to change in order for this relationship to work, to even reconcile is you two have to learn how to help each other out, okay? You'll have to learn how to work as a team, okay, to split, all the burdens in a relationship. And that's what is required for you two to reconcile. The last card I'm going to pull is how would things be if you two get back together? It's taking me forever. Okay. So we have the Chariot. What does that mean? It means that things would move along. Things would take off. Things would move to higher heights, okay? So, can you two reconcile? Absolutely. And if you two do reconcile, I think things will be a lot better than they were the first go round. Now, I'm going to get you all a quick fortune cookie about the situation, please. And it says, wise are they who do not. Okay? Seeing as the reading is saying, that you two could do well together, but there are some things that have to be fixed. I'm going to guess that I want to say that maybe what the card is saying is that no one's reached out yet because you are both being wise. I'm going to pull one more. Please give me one more fortune cookie. Because that kind of makes me think that maybe you shouldn't. Okay. It says, you won't know until you try. Okay. Okay, I understand now what the cards are saying. What they're saying is because one or both of you, but seeing as two cats, I'm thinking it's both of you, because the two of you are so smart and so wise and in your head and using your brain instead of your heart, you all have not reached out to each other because you think that that's the smart thing to do. But the cards are saying that you won't know until you try. This is not the type of situation that you can predict the outcome just by thinking it through, okay? You have to actually do it to see if it's going to work out, okay? So if you want to know, can you all reconcile? You should try it, okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading, group number 1. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe, okay? And we're going to move right on into group 2. All right. Let me just shuffle these really quick. All right, group 2. So you and your partner have split up and you want to know, can you reconcile? Like, is it even possible? Is reconciliation possible? Let's start off with how does your partner feel about you since the breakup? Ooh. This was in the last reading. That's what made me say that. Okay. So your partner thinks that you're cold and calculating, logical. You don't have any feelings. You're kind of like a machine. You're just doing whatever you think is the best thing to do. But you're not considering your feelings at all. This is how your partner feels about you since the breakup. Now let's see how you feel about them since the breakup. Wow, these are some really imbalanced thoughts. Okay, so we have the World card. Whatever it was that you were feeling about them, it has totally changed. However you felt about them before the breakup, what you feel is absolutely the opposite. And I kind of feel like, let's pull one to clarify, because I don't want to just think that because the world card is positive, because it may not be. Let's see, please clarify. World card. It is positive. Okay. I don't know what you were feeling about them before, but it wasn't very loving. You didn't feel connected to this person. Now that you all have broken up, you are feeling connected to them. You're feeling like they are your perfect counterpart. And you want to do this. You want to do this again, okay? Now let's see. What will have to happen before reconciliation could take place? Okay, just one of you just needs to step forward. One of you needs to tell the other what you're thinking. And I'm assuming that it's you, since they believe that you're icy, but you actually have these warm, fuzzy feelings about them. You're going to need to just boldly just rush in and tell them how you feeling, because they don't know that, like, they have no idea. Okay, so it's up to you to let them know. All right, and if you two were to get back together, let's see, how would the relationship be? Okay. If the two of you get back together, this will be a very stable relationship. I believe that this go round, the two of you will nurture the love that you have for one another. You will be patient with each other. And, I believe that you will be loving to each other, and you will enjoy watching the relationship grow. Okay, so group twos, can you reconcile? Yes, you can. Does it look like a good idea? It absolutely looks like a great idea. And let's pull your fortune cookie card about the relationship. It says the star of riches is shining on you. And seeing as you have the Queen of Pentacles here, it could be that when the two of you get together, you bring each other some serious luck. You start to bring abundance in together. Okay, so hey, reach out. It's your job to reach out. Reach out to them. Let them know how you feel. Okay. All right, group twos. If you enjoyed that reading, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, comment anything you may like to comment. All right, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, and let's move on into group three. Okay, I should have shuffled while I was talking at the end of the other one. I don't know. Sometimes, guys, I just don't think about these things, and then it's like, oh, I should have did that. Okay. All right, so you have broken up with someone, and you want to know, can you reconcile? Is reconciliation possible? Let's start off with, how does your partner view you since the breakup? Okay. They see you as a prosperous opportunity. They would like to start all over again. They see the value in you, especially if they didn't before. Now all of a sudden they see the value in you. These are all positive. That is interesting to me. Well, we don't know what you think about them just yet. Okay, so let's see. What do you think about your partner since the breakup? Okay. You feel that your partner has become withdrawn, but and kind of keeping to themselves. But I also think maybe you feel like they've grown wiser, because the Hermit, it goes along, to learn things and become a more enlightened person. So maybe you feel like they've become more enlightened since you broke up. I want to pull one card to clarify. Okay. Yes. Okay. You do. You feel like they've cut through some idea that they couldn't grasp before, or some truth that they couldn't handle before. You see them since you broken up as growing up, and really understanding the true nature of some truth, or some truthful situation, or some truth. Just how about some truth that either they couldn't recognize or accept? Okay. Now, the next card we're going to pull is what has to change before reconciliation can take place? Okay, we have the Death card. Whatever happened between you two that caused this breakup, okay, or or the things that happened before, you have to let them go. This relationship is going to require an absolutely fresh start. You have to realize that this situation can be totally transformed, okay? But only if you are able to leave the past in the past, all right? And if you two reconcile, what will the relationship be like? Knight of Cups. If you two are able to get back to each other, I think that this relationship will be filled with displays of love and affection. Okay, very flirty and playful, like a beginning should, okay? Because you two, you want to start all over again, okay? And that's exactly what this looks like. So is a reconciliation, can you reconcile? Absolutely. Does it look like a good idea? It actually does look like a good idea. And I'm hella surprised because I would have thought most of these would have been no, especially since everyone's always talking about don't, reconcile with your ex. But it's been some different things going on here recently that I've noticed, okay? Just trends concerning relationships. Let's pull a fortune cookie for this relationship as a whole. It says a half truth is a whole lie. Yeah, so that goes back to this truth up here that we said someone couldn't accept the truth. Whichever one of you it was, I believe that they realize now that that half truth was a lie, okay, and they've accepted it, and you two can move forward together, all right? So I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe or leave a comment down below, all right? And I'll see you in the next video. And let's move into our very last group number 4. We're talking about the exes, and maybe you want to reconcile and you want to know, can you reconcile? Is it possible? Well, let's find out. What does your partner think of you since the breakup? I don't know about this one. 10 of Wands. It's like when they think about you, it just feels so heavy. It's just so hard for them to think about. Let's pull one more. Please clarify the 10 of Wands. Yes. Oh, they're kind of bitter too, okay? They feel like you just use them to have your way. You'll do anything that you have to do to have things your way. Yeah. The thought of you is heavy to them, okay? It does not make them happy, all right? Let's see, how do you think about your partner since your breakup? I think we have the Hierophant. I think that you feel like you two are bound together. I don't know if it's necessarily that you love them or it's the whole desire thing, but I think that you feel like y'all are bound together. I think you feel like y'all made some vows and y'all need to stick together. And that's just what it is. And I also feel like that's exactly what your partner is saying about you in those top 2 cards. Like, they feel trapped. They feel like you just want to win, and it looks like you just want to win. That's what it looks like. What would have to change in order for this reconciliation to happen? What would have to change? Yeah. You will have to see this person as a partner, a desirable partner. You will have to find the passion in the situation, okay? You have to come to them because you just want to join with them, because you enjoy spending your days with them, and being around them makes the world feel light and airy and beautiful. Not they belong to you and so they can't leave. That's not going to work. That's not going to keep them. It's just going to make them feel resentful towards you, okay? The last question is, if you two got back together, how would it be? So we have Judgment. And that could go a couple ways. It could be that you two get back together and you fix things, because this is representative of the Phoenix. Could have been a really bad situation. You two could get back together and things could just be perfect. They could just, you both could put in the work and y'all could rise from the ashes. Or it could be y'all could get back together and the other person could feel the need to treat you the way that you treated them in the relationship. This is a hard one. I'm going to pull one more to clarify. I think that this situation can be saved. I do believe that if the two of you got back together again, it could work. But there has to be a total transformation of you. You have to come from this place of being domineering and move it into support and passion. Okay? Emotional. You have to let your emotions show. Okay? And I'm going to pull a fortune cookie card for you all concerning your relationship. Let's get that fortune cookie. And it says, dreams are reality. So if you've been dreaming about this, it's real. And you can make it happen. So can you two reconcile? Yes, you can. Would it be a good idea? Possibly. Possibly. It depends on if you're willing to put in what needs to be put in. And always remember that when I'm reading for you and the other person and things like that, it could be flip-flop. It could be, topsy-turvy. When I say you, it could be your partner's feelings or actions, and vice versa. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy some other things that are on the page as well. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.